What Center for Theoretical Physics, one of the most mysterious number in fundamental physics, or you can say that all of physics, is this fine structure constant 1 by 1 divided by 137. And why this is a most mysterious number? First of all, we have to understand that in any atom there is a nucleus, proton or neutron, and electrons revolve around into a specific orbit, and by absorbing a photon, an electron can go from ground state to higher state, and again electron can emit photon and comes to the lower state. So, and we can observe the spectrum of this event. So simply this is the spectrum, look like this fine line separated by some dark or some absence of any line. These are the fine line, and if we if we concentrate on another one line, you can see that this one line is made up of two lines like this, smaller fine line, and this is called fine structure constant. And one of the strange thing about this fine these line are that difference between energy level in the fine line is always multiple of one particular number called alpha. It means the difference between this difference between energy of this fine line is always multiple of this number, a specific number called E square divided by 4 pi epsilon naught h bar c. Is the charge on electron, pi epsilon naught space permittivity, h bar Planck's constant, c speed of light, and this is nearly equal to 1 by 137. This is alpha, and this is not. And one of the strange thing about this alpha fine structure constant is that it appears everywhere in physics calculation. Just like the speed of the electron in the ground state, which is much near to the nuclei, is the v is equal to c1 divided by 137. And again the repulsive force between two electron E minus is less than 137 of repulsive force between proton. Again 137 number. And one of the strange thing about this alpha is that it is dimensionless quantity. It means it is pure number. 1 by 37 is pure number. Unlike all other constant in nature, h bar has some specific unit, g, gravitational constant also has specific unit, c is also a speed of light which is constant in nature, which is meter per second. So there are many quantities, many constant which has unit, specific unit, but it has no unit. It is completely dimensionless. That's why it is the most mysterious or strange number in fundamental physics. And one of the unanswered question is why this number appears 1 divided by 137. What is the significance of this number 137? And what is the relationship between this alpha fine structure constant with all the fundamental forces like gravitational force, weak nuclear force, strong nuclear force. What is the relationship between this fine structure constant and all the fundamental forces like electromagnetic forces, and also the coupling strength uh, of the any matter with electromagnetic field or any particle with electromagnetic field completely depends on this fine structure constant. So that's why this is most mysterious number, and it is the it has been investigated past 70-80 years. Scientists are asking this question, what is the significance of this number and why this number is 137, why not other numbers, and what is the relationship between this alpha fine structure constant and all these fundamental constant like h bar, g, c. And if we are able to solve this problem, then I think we can revolutionize the fundamental physics again. And I think this alpha tells that there is much deeper fundamental law which is functioning, which we have to discover. Uh, Pi is 3.14. This is also a constant, but we know that how to calculate this constant pi. So we have to find the mechanism behind this fine structure constant, and in my view the explanation always be simple and elegant. So because nature is simple, not very complex. It's our mind which makes nature look like a complex entity, but actually all the workings of nature are very simple. All the fundamental laws are very simple, and we can understand if we pursue in that direction. So future of physics or next revolution of physics completely depends on the discovering the mechanism behind this fine structure constant.